May I share my screen, sir?
Sure. Continue.
Okay.
And for 5 minutes, open your video at the beginning, and 5 minutes, open your video at the end.
Okay, sir.
Is it horizontal or vertical?
Now it is horizontal.
Correct. This is the right position of mobile.
Okay, thank you, sir. May I start now, sir?
Yeah, teacher, of course.
Okay, thank you, sir. First of all, good morning and welcome one and all present here for this meeting. Students, how are you? I hope you all are fine at home. So take care yourself. Okay? So students, now today we have gathered here on online meeting to study very important subject, that is geography. In this lesson, we are going to learn third chapter. It is about the third chapter of geography, that is comparing a globe and a map. Sir, is the screen is visible to you? Hello? Okay. This is the third chapter, that is comparing a globe and a map and field visit. We are going to learn about this comparing a globe and map and the new concept, that is field visit. As we know, the globe and the map are very, very important in the study of geography. So before beginning to the lesson, I just want to revise the last chapter. That means in the last chapter, what concept you have cleared. Okay? Students, in the last chapter, we have studied about meridians and parallels. How the meridians and parallels drawn on a map or globe, etc. So let us revise about meridians. First, you can see this figure. Meridians are the vertical imaginary lines on the Earth's globe which run in the north-south direction and joining two poles of the Earth, that is North Pole and South Pole. Okay, so these are called meridians of longitude. There are total 360 meridians at the interval of 1 degree. That means number of total meridians is 360. All the meridians are equal in length. Equal why? Because their beginning and end point is common. They join North Pole and South Pole. All the meridians converge in one point. So their length is equal. Next concept that we have learned, that is parallels of latitude. Parallels of latitudes are the imaginary lines which runs horizontally, okay, and parallel to one another. See students, about meridians we have learned that these are the vertical lines, but the parallels are the horizontal lines, okay, and these lines are parallel to each other. The distance between two parallels is same everywhere, so they are called parallels, but they are not equal in length. See, the distance is same between the two parallels, but the length of the parallels is not same. They are not equal in length. As we go from the equator towards the poles, that means to the North Pole and South Pole, the length of the parallels decreases or they become smaller and smaller. We can easily notice on this globe, in this figure, the lines at 0 degree, that is called equator. Okay, as we move towards the equator, towards the North Pole or equator towards the South Pole, the length of the parallels decreases or the parallels become smaller and smaller. Next, the equator Here in this figure, the equator is shown at 0 degree with red color line. You can see here. Okay. It is the largest parallel and also a great circle. Means the length of the equator is it is the largest. That means it is great circle. Okay. The angular distance of the parallels toward the north and south pole goes increasing away from the equator. That means from 0 to 90 degree north and 0 to 90 degrees south, that is, it starts from 0 degree, 10 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree up to 90 degree, means the angular distance goes increased. And the total number of the total number of parallels including equator is 181. The total number of meridian is 360, but the total number of parallels including equator is 101. So why we studied these parallels and meridians? Because parallels and meridians are used to determine the exact location of a place on the earth. To show the location, not only direction is important. Only with direction we cannot show exact location of a place, but with the help of latitudes, parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude, we can show exact location of a place on the earth. So it was about the last chapter. Now in this chapter, we are going to learn, or we are going to compare between map and a globe. See, here the two pictures I have shown here, the one is a map and second one is a globe. Okay, it is a world map. And this map shown us the 7 continents and 5 oceans. Next, see the figure that is shown here, that is a globe. I think you have seen this in your school. While studying the geography, it is these two things are very important. So before getting about map in detail, I just want to ask some questions to you. For that, you have to observe these pictures. The first question is, between these two pictures, that is of map and globe, which device is flat? If you know the answer, you can unmute yourself and give me the answer. In the map or globe, which device is flat? Flat, that means look like a plane surface. Which device is flat? Anybody can tell me?
Yes, Aryan Gupta. Neeraj Mahato.
सर एंटार्क्टिका का आर्कटिक ओशन का आर्कटिक ओशन और एंटार्क्टिका मैप इज अ फ्लैट मैप इज अ मैप सर मैप इज फ्लैट यस टीचर Map is a flat device. Sir, map है.
If you want to answer,
map. Sir, map.
It's the correct answer.
Sir, map.
अरे यार आपको. No.
Miss Map.
If you want to ask question or want to answer the question, then raise your hand first. Don't give chorus answer. Don't say ma'am, ma'am. Don't say sir, sir. common sense already been told to you. And unnecessary, don't unmute yourself. You don't want to ask question, you don't want to answer. Again, this is not right. Bad manner.
अरे बैठ जा 3 बस
Mute yourself. ना
मेरे को चार्जर कब से मार रही हूँ
Sarita ma'am, please continue. Sarita ma'am, unmute yourself and continue. Sarita ma'am, unmute yourself and continue. Sarita ma'am, unmute yourself first and then continue. Sarita ma'am,
Yes, sir.
please continue. And
Okay,
आपको कोई हैंड रेज करते हुए दिखाई दे, आप उसी को पूछो, सभी को मत पूछो अभी, ये लोग कोरस आंसर देंगे.
ओके सर.
आपको हैंड रेज दिखेगा, उसको आप अनम्यूट करो आपके साइड से और उसी को पूछो.
Okay, sir. Second question, that is, which device is spherical? Which device look in a rounded shape? The answer is of this question, that is a globe. We can see the globe in a rounded or a spherical shape. Next question is, which device can be called model of the earth? Means, which device look like a earth? Anybody know the answer? Which device look like a earth?
दो लोगों ने हैंड हुआ है, अभी 3 लोगों ने किया. इसमें से आपको जिसको पूछना है उसको आप बोलो अनम्यूट करने के लिए, नहीं तो आपके साइड से अनम्यूट करो.
Okay.
अगर वैभव is giving answer, or if you want to answer.
Sir, I can't see the raise hand icon here on my screen.
ठीक है. Vaibhav, unmute yourself, Vaibhav, and answer the question.
globe
Okay, very good, beta. The device, globe is a device that can be called model of the earth. Okay, next question, which device allows you to see only one side of the earth at a time? When we see the device, which device allow us to see only one side of the earth at a time?
Pooja, want to answer? I am unmuting yourself. Pooja, do you have answer for this question?
Which device allows you to see only one side of the earth at a time?
Pooja, do you have answer?
Antarctica
No, just give the answer. Is it a map or globe? Globe allow us to see one side, or map allow us to see one side of the earth at a time? You have to, you tried very well, but it is a globe, because when the globe is in front of us, that time we can see the region which is front of us, only that region we can see. And to see the another region, we have to move the globe. So at a time we can see the region on the globe which is in front of us. And in the map, we can see entire earth, see the world map. In this map, we can see the all continents and oceans. Okay. Next, Which device can be used for studying a particular region in detail? Suppose we want to study a region, a particular region, take an example of Mumbai. So a map or a globe, which device is useful to study the particular region in detail? Globe. Which device help us to study the particular region?
Yes, Disha, I'm unmuting yourself. Answer this question.
Yes, Disha?
Globe.
Tell me. Globe, no,
Globe.
no, Disha, it is a map because
Means map.
map is correct answer, because maps are available for very huge area, that means from the world, to the very less, that means very small region. The last question, which of these devices allow you to see the entire area of the earth? Means at the same time, which device, in which device we can see the entire area of the earth at a time?
Pankhini. Answer this question. Pankhini.
Sir, map.
Very good, beta. Very good. Excellent. We can study the entire area of the earth at a time in the map. Very good, students. Thank you. Next, see. Now we will learn about the map in detail. Okay. See, it is a map. It is world map. There are different types of map and different map. I think you have seen the map of world, map of India, of Maharashtra. Okay, so what is a map and how map is useful in the study of geography, we will see here. This is a picture of map which is shown 7 continents and 5 oceans here. Okay, what is a map? A map, that means a representation of the whole or a part of an area on a flat surface. See again, you revise this definition in your mind. Map is representation of a whole or a part of an area on a flat surface. Means it is representation of the whole. Whole, that means entire part or a part of an area, a small part of area that present on a flat surface. Okay, map is a representation of the whole or a part of an area on a flat surface. Map can be used to study whole world or also regions of limited extent. Okay, maps are available which is based on the whole earth, entire earth or whole world. Like as I have shown you a world map. In that map, you can study the whole world and also the regions of limited extent. That, for example, I have given the one example of Mumbai region. If you want to study about the region Mumbai, then it is a limited region, and on that limited region also we can make a map. Okay. Next important thing about map, that is a map is a two-dimensional object. Two-dimensional object means, what is two-dimensional object? See, two-dimensional object means a surface having 2 dimensions, that is length and width. I think you have studied about length and width of an object in the maths also. The product of length and width define area. Means if we calculate the area of the two-dimensional object, we have to go through the formula, that is area is equal to length and width. See this figure. Which geometrical figure it is? Can you guess what the figure is called? Hello?
Pankhini.
What is it? Which figure it is? Which geometrical figure it is? Shape it is?
Pankhini.
Rectangle.
Very good, beta. It is a rectangle. Okay. The longest side of the rectangle is length, and the shortest side of the rectangle is width. So, to calculate the area of this rectangle, we have to use the formula, that is length into width. The formula to calculate the area of two-dimensional objects like this rectangle, the formula is area is equal to length and width. Suppose the length of a rectangle is 5 centimeter and the width is 3 centimeter. Then the area of a rectangle is calculated by multiplying 5 into 3 is equal to 15 centimeter. Okay. So this was about the two-dimensional object. See again, map is a two-dimensional object. It has length and width. Map is a representation of the whole or a part of an area on a flat surface. Okay, map can be drawn for a whole area to small region. Okay, understood about this map? Now, I'm going to show some examples of two-dimensional objects which have length and width. See here, this is the picture of, first picture is, it is a paper. We know paper, it has flat surface and it has length and width. So paper is called as two-dimensional object. The second picture is of blackboard, that you are familiar with the blackboard. Each and every classroom has a blackboard. So blackboard is also the example of two-dimensional object. Next, see, here is a table, but the tabletop, not the whole table, tabletop, the surface of the table, it is also two-dimensional object because it has a length and width. And flat surface of land. So all these examples means the paper, blackboard, tabletop, land, these are the examples of two-dimensional objects. Okay. So other than these examples, can you tell me what are the two-dimensional examples, two-dimensional objects? Can you give me the other two-dimensional objects? Tell me the examples. Anybody know? Hello?
Disha, answer the question. Disha, answer the question. Okay, Pooja, answer the question.
Sir, book.
Okay, the surface of book, that is a two-dimensional object. Very good, beta. Okay, next step. I think all this globe, it is a globe. You have seen this globe in your school. Okay, because it is very important in the study of geography. It is a representation of, sorry, it is a replica of the earth. Okay, it looks like earth and it is spherical. Globe is a representative model of the entire earth. What is meant by globe? See here, globe is a representative model of the entire earth. Revise this line in your mind. A globe is a representative model of the entire earth. Entire earth, man, that means all region on the earth. So now we are going to get more information about globe, as we have studied about map. Now this is globe. See, a globe is three-dimensional object. As we have learned that map is two-dimensional object, but the globe is three-dimensional object. Okay, map can be made of a region small or big. Okay, but the globe represent the entire earth. Okay, whether it is small or big in size, whether the globe is small and or big in size, but it represents the entire earth. Okay, next, see, globe cannot be made for a particular region. Map can be made for a particular region, but globe cannot be made for a particular region. It represents entire earth. Okay, globe is three-dimensional object. Three-dimensional object have length, width, and height or thickness. Map is two-dimensional, that means it has only length and width, but globe is three-dimensional. It has length, width, and height. So it is called as three-dimensional object. See this picture. What is it? It is a box. Okay. It has length, width, and height. As we calculate the two-dimensional object, as we calculate the area of two-dimensional object, we can calculate the volume of three-dimensional object. Okay. So it is a box and it is three-dimensional object like a globe. Next, these are some examples of three-dimensional object. The first one, what is it? It is a box. Okay. Next, it is a pot, the moon, the duster, and hill. Okay. All these are the examples of three-dimensional object. Okay. Now we have learned about the map and the globe. What is the map? What is the globe? And how they useful in the geography study, and how the map and globe both are important in study of the geography. Now we are going to differentiate between map and globe because they are not similar. They both use in the study of geography, but globe and map are not similar, not same thing. Okay. After learning the different aspects of map and globe, we can differentiate between map and globe. Okay. So first, a difference between map and globe, that is, a map is a two-dimensional device and a globe is three-dimensional device. See again, the first difference between map and globe, it is the map is two-dimensional device and a globe is three-dimensional device. Number two, a map can be used to study regions of limited extent. That means we can use the map for small region. We can study the small region with the help of map. So maps are available on the entire earth or of a small region also. So map can be used to study regions of limited extent, and a globe cannot be used to study regions of limited extent. The globe only represents the entire earth. Okay. Number three, a map allows us to see the entire area of the earth at the same time. We have seen in the world map, we can study the 7 continents, means all the continents, that is 7 continents and 5 oceans on a same map. A globe allows us to see only one side of the earth at the same time. Means when we are in front of the globe, the front side of the globe we can see, but the next side we cannot see at the same time. For that we have to move the globe. Okay. See again, third one, the map allows us to see the entire area of the earth at the same time, and a globe allows us to see only one side of the earth at the same time. Okay. So students, this was about the map and globe. Do you understand properly up to here? Okay, now next, it's very interesting and new concept for you. It is different from map and globe. It is field visit. Okay, I think you all are familiar with the school picnic. Do you like to go for a school picnic? Yes, everybody when they listen about the school picnic, their excitement, that means it goes up to highest point. Okay, so all the students, all the children like to go on a picnic. Okay, so this is related about the picnic, but it is not for only enjoyment. It is the educational field visit. See, the field visit is an important method of studying geography. Okay, field visit can be arranged for students to introduce the concepts, experiences, and ideas that cannot be given in the classroom. Means some concepts not possible. It is not possible to clear all the concepts of geography by sitting in a classroom. So sometimes we have to go outside at actual places. That is called the field visit. Okay, field visit help us to understand the geographical and the social condition of place. We can study different aspects of the place when we actually go on visit. In field visits, information can be collected by questionnaire and interviews. That means whenever you go on a field visit, you should be ready with the questionnaire. Questionnaire, that means the list of questions that you have to ask the people to seek the information. To collect the information, we have to ask the questions to the local people, and you have to take their interviews. By this interview, we can get lots of information. Okay, in the field visit, information can be collected by questionnaire and interviews. Next, things to remember while on field visit. Suppose you are going on a field visit, what things you have to remember? See, whenever we visit any place, we should keep in mind that the field visit is not only for enjoyment, but it is an opportunity to take real experience. Okay, we get the real experience in the field visit. We must go to collect or gather lots of information about our topics. So, first thing that we have to keep in mind, that is, while visiting any place, we have to observe and keep records of various features of that place. The place which you have choose for field visit, you should, when you go there, you should observe the place, why you go there and what information you have to collect for that. You have to observe the place, and also you have to keep records with you. That means you have to take notebooks with you, and whatever important is there, you have to write down. Okay. Next, we must have to prepare questionnaire with us to make interview wherever it is necessary. Okay, you have to make list of the questions with the help of your teacher to ask the local people at that place to get lots of information about that place. Number 3, it is important to note down the responses, make sketches or other notes. Okay, when you ask the question to the people, people give information to you, so their responses you have to note down in your notebook. Okay, and sometimes you have to make sketches and other notes also. So these are the things we have to remember while on field visit. Next, for educational purpose, we can arrange field visit to different places. Okay, the first, for example, the first place I have choose here, that is planetarium. I think you are familiar with the planetarium, or it is planetarium situated in Mumbai. Okay, planetarium, where here we can see the excellent presentation and astronomical events and all other heavenly bodies such as stars and planets. Okay, then Nehru Planetarium. It is a picture of Nehru Planetarium at Warai in Mumbai. It is famous planetarium. Okay, next picture is about the post office and bus station. Post office, to understand the work of the postal service, we should have to visit post office nearby in our area. We can get actual experience of how the letters and post get collected, how they separated, and how it delivered as per the addresses written on it. Okay, so it is the process of postal service. For that, if we visit the post office, we can get the actual experience. Okay. Next picture is a bus station. All of you know bus station. It is the place where buses stop. By visiting the bus station, we come to know about different buses as per their routes, their timetable, collection of money, the reservation of seats. All these things we can know by visiting the bus station. The next picture is very interesting. You are all familiar with this picture, and all have gone also in the, this is a mall. Okay, then it is hill. It is a landform. It's a type of landform. So by visiting to the hill, we come to know about the what type of landform it is. Okay, then the structure of rock, the texture of soil and the type of soil, its location and its height, different types of plants found there. So all these things, we can get the information about all these things by visiting to the hill. Okay, then sea coast. Everybody like to visit the sea coast. All of us like to visit the sea coast. We get direct experience of nature's beauty. It's very beautiful scene. So we get direct experience of the nature's beauty. The waves of the sea, then sunset scene, sea animals, different types of shells and different shapes of shells. So we can handle on the beach or the sea coast. Okay. The next example is small scale industries. Okay. Small scale industries means the industries which begins with the less capital or less manpower. Here capital means the money which get invested to start any small industries. Okay. So the production of industry, the working process, the required raw material, marketing planning, about these things, we get lots of information about these by visiting such industries. Okay. Next, for example, you take the pots made by potter. To understand the process of making pots by sitting in the classroom, it is better to visit actual place where the potter make pots. By visiting to this place, we come to know what raw material the potter used to make that pot. That means the soil, which type of soil he used, how he make the pots, what instruments or the things he used to make a pot, how he shaped the pot, how he baked the pot, and okay, so what different shape of the pots we can observe, we can handle it, all these things when we go to the field visit. So field visit, it is most important method in the study of geography. Okay, students, so we have studied here about the map, globe, the difference between map and globe, and the another concept, that is field visit. Okay, did you understood here up to here? Okay. Next, see, I just want to ask some questions. If you know the answer, just raise your hand. Don't give me chorus answer. Okay, it will be disturbed to all. First of all, tell me what is the two-dimensional object, whether it is map or globe? Which is a two-dimensional object, map or globe? Hello? Anybody can we give the answer? Which is a two-dimensional object, map or globe?
Arita, answer the question, beta.
Which is two-dimensional object? We have studied two-dimensional object and three-dimensional object. Which is the two-dimensional object, map or globe?
Arita, unmute yourself and answer.
नो सर, गलती से हाथ टूट गया.
Dheeraj, unmute yourself and ask the question.
Teacher, globe.
Two-dimensional object, beta.
Teacher, globe.
No, beta, it is a map. Map has length and width. Two-dimensional, that means two dimensions only. That is length and width. Map has two dimensions and globe has three dimensions. Three which are length, width and height or thickness. Okay. So first, next question. Tell me what is mean by globe. What is the globe?
Swankini. Swankini.
So, globe is duplicate of the earth.
Yeah, I can't hearing properly you. Please tell me again.
The globe is duplicate of earth.
Okay, you tried very well, but it is not duplicate. That means you understand. It is duplicate, but it is the replica of the earth, or it is representation of the entire earth. Okay. Next. Now, for today, Here is a homework on this lesson. All of you write down this homework. Are the questions are visible to you properly? Take your time and write down all the questions. So question number 1 is, what is a globe? Okay? Write down all these questions.
Teacher, zoom in little bit. Zoom in little bit.
Okay,
Or
okay.
zoom out, so that all the question can be visible. No, zoom out. From 1, 2, 3, 4 questions are there, or 3 questions?
Yes.
Only 3 or 4?
4.
Fourth question, write 4 examples of each of the following two-dimensional objects. Now it is okay.
Okay.
Kids, write down this question. Yes, Neeraj, want to ask something?
So my work is finished.
Everybody, can you hear me? Is your work over?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yourself.
Sir, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. मिस सर हो गया मेरा.
Do you have any doubts or want to teacher?
No, sir.
No sir.
Sir, 2 minutes.
No sir. Yes sir, I wrote.
ठीक है बताए थे ना आप उनसे बात कर.
Kids, am I audible to you?
Sir, my work is complete.
My also, sir. My work is also
Do you have any doubt?
completed.
Sir, my work is complete.
नो डाउट एट ऑल।
नो सर। सर कंप्लीट हो गया। सर माय वर्क इज आल्सो कंप्लीट।
सरिता
सर
मिस,
माय वर्क आल्सो कंप्लीट।
Sir, my work is complete.
वेरी गुड।
सर मेरा भी कंप्लीट हो गया।
सर मेरा भी कंप्लीट हो गया। सर मेरा भी हो गया। सर मेरा भी हो गया। सर मैं भी।
Mute yourself or want to say something to keep.
नो सर।
नो सर।
नो सर।
Hari Sarita ma'am, Sarita miss, Sarita miss,
Hi, yes, sir. I'm here.
for 2 minutes.
Sir, wait just a minute.
सर गए ना।
Stop sharing your screen now.
Hello, sir.
Stop your sharing.
Okay.
Open your video for 1 minute.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yes, want to say something to keep?
Students, listen now. Today I have taught you the lesson map, comparing the map and globe. So you just read out the lesson once again and try to learn the question answers of this question by heart. Okay, learn the answer of questions of by heart. Understand?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And now this is your homework. Try to write down the answers
Okay.
and also learn the
Okay,
answers of the
miss.
question.
Okay,
Okay.
miss.
Thank you
okay,
very much,
miss. Okay,
students.
okay.
Okay,
Okay.
miss.
Okay, miss.